What's poppin', yo? Jack Harlow just came back. His follow up to his album last year, Come Home, The Kids Miss You, which was largely panned by me, critics, fans. Maybe not the diehard Jack Harlow fans, but the majority of us didn't like it. We thought it was mid at best. There were a couple of hits on there. It performed well commercially. I believe it was the best first week, but he also had a hit on there. He had the song with Drake on there. First Class was on there. That's the hit that I'm referring to. But he did have a couple of good songs, like Movie Star? The one with Pharrell. I enjoyed that song. But Jack was on a crazy hot streak, and people were like, yo, he's about to be the next guy, like the next superstar that's going to come out, which we haven't had a superstar in about 10 years, rap-wise. But if you disagree, that's just a conversation for another video. This isn't time for disagreements. So Jack Harlow dropped that album, and one thing that I liked in the lead up, he was doing a lot of interviews. He was with Ebro. He was with just all the big stations. And he made it clear to everyone how much he wanted to win at this music and rap thing and how much he wanted to capitalize on the opportunities that were given to him, which I had a level of admiration for. Because a lot of people get in the game and they're like, damn, I made it. All right, let's chill. And a lot of people, like Lil Yachty, for instance, he said this before. If he didn't feel competition, this isn't to knock Yachty, by the way. He said he didn't feel competition. Why can't everyone just coexist? The way I grew up listening to these artists, we had Lil Wayne. I'm not going to say 2 Chainz, but 2 Chainz had this level of competition within him as well. But Lil Wayne, all these other rappers, like, I'm going to be the best. I am the best. Whereas then you had the 20 teens era, I would say, at least 15, 16, 17, 18. None of them were worried about being the best because they weren't even good. So how can you be one of the best if you're not good? But Jack Harlow was like, yo, I'm trying to be the best. I'm super focused. I'm not doing any of this BS that's going on. I'm just writing music, recording music, and, doing whatever the hell else he's doing. He's just locked in, basically. You don't see Jack Harlow partying that often after this album dropped. And that was leading to the rollout. So the rollout was great. Album dropped. It was disappointing, to say the least. And then after that, what did Jack Harlow do? Nothing, which is great. He didn't come on social media trying to tell everybody, nah, y'all didn't understand. This album is fire, arguing with fans like we've had other rappers do in the past. They know who they are. He didn't try to say, oh, damn, I messed up. My album wasn't good. And yeah, I'll come back harder next time. He just shut up. He let the people that enjoyed it enjoy it. He let the people that didn't enjoy it run off with this narrative, which it was going to be very difficult to come back from that. And he went on his tour, he did his thing, and he pretty much laid low. I mentioned him in another video, which is why this surprise release kind of threw me off, because I mentioned Jack Harlow having not dropped a single song in about a year, which led to a lot of people writing him off. But he announces this new album, especially after he just released a movie. I think it was like White Man Can't Jump. I don't know if it was a Hulu special or whichever. But he just released a movie. He announces the album in a day or two before it releases. It's set to do anywhere from 40 to 50K first week, which I think is outstanding numbers. Some people are trying to hate. Context needs to be added to the majority of sales, but that's not going to happen because social media doesn't work properly if all of the nuance and context is explained. But Jack Harlow dropped a 10-track album, which it's already difficult to sell that many copies with only 10 tracks. The less tracks, the less streams overall, the less sales. That's why you've got people dropping 26-track albums that are just starting to blow up as artists because they want to get as much sales as possible, which I'm not knocking either approach. But we can't judge somebody that dropped 10 tracks versus someone that dropped 26 tracks. Regardless of that, he had no hit this time. He had a hit last time. And on top of that, these 10 tracks are short and they're straight rapping. So you kind of have to listen to the whole album to really enjoy it. There are tracks that you can just pull out. But we had no idea what to expect from Jack Harlow. And he came back and delivered. This is pretty much straight rapping for 10 tracks, which is a huge risk in the modern day because people didn't really hail Jack Harlow as a lyricist, considering the fans that he acquired after What's Poppin' and First Class and Industry Baby. They saw him more as like a poppy, like pop rap. That's the direction that they saw him going in. It's even the direction that I thought he would potentially go in. So for all of these fans that probably enjoyed his last album, instead of leaning into that and maybe delivering some more hits, he said, no, I'm here to stamp my spot and let y'all know that I can really rap, which I have a lot of respect for. Overall, I thought this album was great. I think it's performing great commercially. It stirred up a lot of conversation. The reason why I'm also saying it performed great commercially is because you got people like Don Toliver selling 30-something K, and you've got people like the Migos, Culture 3, sold, like 32K as well? So for him doing 40 to 50K with 10 tracks only, with no lead up, no nothing, we can't come out here and say, man, that's whack. That's whack sales. But that's not even the point of this. The point is that Jack Harlow just gave a perfect example to a lot of rappers who may have been golden boys. There are a couple of rappers that come into the game as golden boys. They get a lot of opportunities. They're seen as like, yo, he's the next guy. Maybe they drop a good album and people are like, whoa, this is really him. And then they drop a mid album or a whack album. Then they start second guessing themselves. Then they start arguing with fans about the album. Then their opinions on the album changes a bunch of times. And fans are looking at them like, damn, you're not even really confident in your own music. And instead of just shutting up, getting back in the booth, recording your feelings like Jack Harlow did, he referenced a lot of what, people are thinking about him, how he's feeling about himself, his perspective on things. And some people, it might not be for some people, but you can't call this album whack. If you do, at this point, you're just hating. You can say it's not for you, which is different than something being whack, although the majority of people can't put that through their thick skull. It's a testament that someone is not only serious about being in the rap game, wants to be respected in the rap game, is willing to do the work to be respected in the rap game, and when everything was going right, and then it all came crashing down with the disappointing release of that album, which was supposed to catapult him to the next level, he went back to the drawing board, shut up, pretty much went to hiding for a year straight. You didn't really see much of Jack Harlow anywhere. You didn't really see features of him. Nothing. Some people were counting him out. They were like, damn, he's done already. And then he comes back and drops a great album, which goes to show that if people found your last album very disappointing, there is opportunity for you to drop some really hard stuff and them to be like, damn, yeah, I got to give him props for that one. That was good. And that's what I saw a lot of people doing with Jack Harlow, people that were saying the last album was whack, me being one of them, enjoying this album. But to be fair as well, I enjoy raps like this. Not all the time, of course, but if someone's dropping just him spitting bars on good beats and he's talking about real stuff, especially after having had hits, yeah, I'm going to listen, and if it's good, I'm going to enjoy it. And that's why I think we have to give Jack Harlow his props. He got put under pressure. He didn't fold under the pressure. He came out stronger than ever, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's going to do after this, because I don't think this is the end. I think this, not the end as in his career. I mean, I don't think this is the end of what we're going to see from Jack Harlow in the next 4 to 6 months, because keep in mind, he's dropped hits before. So we might start seeing Jack Harlow on features with other artists that are going to get cleared to release within the next 6 to 8 months or something, because now it's time for him to really elevate and pretty much put his foot on the gas. So shout out Jack Harlow. Great album. Respect. Handling that level of pressure is not easy. Veterans have folded under that, and he did it. So props to him. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.